Bing Bang Boom.
Wow, what's the Bing Bang Boom?
I don't know. It's like when I see movies and remember Batman back in the day, the little freaking sound effects, all that stuff. Yeah. So welcome back to another Real Ad movie reaction. Kind of different because we were supposed to be seeing another movie, but we actually ended up seeing Blink twice. That's starring Channing Tatum, Zoe Kravitz, which is Lenny Kravitz's daughter.
She's the director.
Directing and I believe executive producing this one. So she's doing the thing. First impression was a good movie. Johnny, how you felt about so far with what you saw with the movie?
So Iman was actually like, oh, we're gonna watch this movie. It got like a 76 or 67, my bad, on Rotten Tomato.
Yeah.
And I was just like, I told her, I don't like listening to reviews because to what some people might think it's like a low grade, other people might like it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I like to give movies a chance, and just like kind of reading the concept of it, or like, you know, how the movie cover art it's Channing Tatum taking a picture.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, this looks interesting, like, you know, and I want a hot take. I've been dying to say this. I like psychological thrillers, and this is one of them. Yeah, and I'm gonna say it now. Psychological thrillers are the new scary movies.
Yeah, I agree.
Because like the scary movies now are super predictable now, but with psychological thrillers, like it has you on the edge of your seat the whole time, and this is what this movie did.
I want you to remember that psychological thriller part.
Go. I got you.
So, I do agree with Johnny what he said with the whole psychological thriller. This movie definitely kind of gave me Get Out vibes by Jordan Peele. But we're gonna get down to this. This movie definitely, it was a lot going on in this movie, man. I'll give you my rating at the end. We didn't write down that stuff, but anyways, we'll say what we say. But
you can do it on your phone, bro.
Okay.
No notes. All right. So you give it your rating. I'll give it my rating. All right, I'm ready.
You know, I kind of like the fun idea. Good job, bro. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Okay.
7.5 to 7. All right, we are not too far away.
We are about that. So we're not too far away. So, there's so many ways to go about this, but you know what? Let's just go by it. So,
okay.
I gave it 7.5. So we're gonna start with I would just say I guess the synopsis of the movie. I guess a quick synopsis is Spoiler. Channing Tatum plays a character that goes by the name of Slater. I'm gonna give you a quick synopsis and then we'll go into detail.
Go. I want to hear it.
He plays a character named Slater, which, you know, I think he's some type of rich investment guy or some type of tech guy.
Tech sick.
Exactly, tech guy. So, you know, you start off the movie, he we did miss this, but I saw later on, he's kind of going through therapy. Something's happened with his sister and his family back in the day. So that's kind of the beginning, so you understand his character. And then we get our main character named Frida, and then she has a friend named Jess. You know, they're cool. They're pretty much servers at these like high-end business meetings, whatever it's saying.
Caterers.
Yes, caterers.
Yeah.
Jess is having Frida's trying to have one of those like rough lives where, you know, for people like, you know, nobody really notices her and
like
things.
A background character.
Yeah, background character. She goes to this event. She ends up, you know, meeting Slater. Slater, you know, they have a good night. She's very infatuated with this guy. They have a good night. Slater invites them to the island, and this is where a lot of the stuff go down. This island comes off very just like a chill, you know, weekend with some rich people and, you know, saying rich friends, and they're accompanied with other people. So it's just a cool vibe, but they have a lot of fun. But then things just started kind of happening with
having too much fun.
Yeah, too much fun where, you know, sitting there taking drugs and whatnot, and things kind of just start happening where people go missing, people are being bruised, people don't understand what's going on. And then it just kind of underdevelops us, and then it kind of unwinds into this big psychological thing that Johnny said, thriller.
Yep.
And it kind of becomes like a fight for survival type of thing like that.
Yeah.
So that's the best I can say it. And it ends with, I always say the ending, even though it's a spoiler, but we don't say the ending.
Well, that's going to be a part of like our...
Yeah. So now let's go back. So first thing, the characters, I thought Channing Tatum did good. How you feel about I thought Channing Tatum, I'm not used to seeing him in like...
Playing the bad guy.
The bad guy, so it was different. And Johnny said something yesterday, like people say he had this glow up. First of all, please tell me, Channing Tatum always been glowed up, dog. He's always been invited to the cookout. That guy's always been here.
Since the beginning you met Channing Tatum, he was invited to the cookout.
Since Step Up, there's a Magic Mike. Again, let me not say that, because Magic Mike, that more, you know, go do with the ladies.
Yeah.
He always been there. But you would say, let him know. Johnny says he had a glow up. I don't see the glow up. He already been there for me.
And I'm just saying glow up according to like the TikTok trend when you meet a black girlfriend, when you get your black girlfriend.
Yeah. Oh.
You know what I mean?
So he's saying because with Zoe Kravitz now.
Hey, he looking. I'm not saying he never looked fly, but he looking fly now, bro. Fly squared, bro. Like he looking good.
The power of the beard. The power of the beard.
No, so like before it was just like he had a clean image, like a very like I wouldn't say nerdy image, but like
nerdy.
Not nerdy.
You know Magic Mike is?
No. I would say he had a very clean image, and now he has like a rough image. Like he's like a bad boy now. Like I got my beard now and stuff like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So Channing Tatum, he did his thing. There's definitely some rooms for improvement, like Johnny said earlier, but we'll get into that later on.
Oh yeah.
Frida was. I'm not gonna say this as if I know it. If you saw the movie Get Out, she might be that server, the black lady that was kind of
like the weird lady, right? She didn't really talk or anything.
And I'm like, is this her? But I've never seen Frida before prior to this movie. I think she was in Get Out. Could be wrong. There's also other characters. You got like Christian Slater's actually in the movie. That's a legend. Christian Slater was an icon back in the late 80s, 90s actor. Couple other actors there, but not really anybody I can say I already know. So. Characters was good. It was like a solid cast of people there. Yeah. Even buddy from Sixth Sense.
Oh, the big dude eating the eggs.
Oh, his name, the freaking Icy. What is it? Icy. Yeah. He was there. So I said mixed crowd. Some current. I actually know this was current famous. It's kind of old famous.
I just only Channing Tatum was the only one. Yeah.
All right. So now get into this movie. First, I can say, Johnny. Tell me how you feel about the cinematography, bro. Because everything looked beautiful, dog.
Bro.
It looked beautiful.
I got to give bars to the cinematography because it's one of those movies where like it happens so fast and it means something, but like you're like I got to look back at it later on.
Yeah.
So like the first thing was like the color. It was very bright colors. You notice that red was a theme in the movie. Like it played its part in there, and then. I noticed like certain things, like even like the food that the chef dude was cooking up.
Yeah,
it had like I don't even know why it stood out to me, and I was like, this means something.
It's like
what does it mean? I don't know yet, but it means something because it's so like visually like isolating. Like they isolated like they put the whole thing on they put it on the table and they show a little quick picture and he explains it, and as he explained it, I was like. Why do I feel like this is like a Easter egg or something? Because like it's such a deep meaning to it, but I don't understand right now because I'm just trying to watch the movie and try to understand the storyline.
Man, you see, I like what Johnny said. Yeah, I also have to agree. It's like you see when I got that Get Out feel, I'm like, I gotta pay attention. I gotta pay attention.
There's gonna be so much hidden treasures here. We gotta like make sure we got them all.
Yeah, kind of like what Johnny says, like with the whole cinematography. I like the way it was shot, like. They went to this island
in Mexico.
Yeah,
it was filmed in Mexican island, or like city.
They went to the island, man.
Someone correct me if I'm wrong.
The colors was bright, the vibrance was beautiful. It was beautiful. Back to what Johnny said. Yeah, like the movies when you see them and they just be focused on like it's kind of like on the food. So if they made like a steak, the steak be real like bloody.
Yeah,
it make you feel kind of weird, like okay, like you really focus on this steak a little bit. Or, what's funny as I was watching it, even like on the knives, I always felt kind of like I'm getting poked. So it was like, I always felt on edge. Like something's going on right here, but it's like you don't know.
You know what? Like
they did good with that. They got me good with that.
Not so much it was the visuals. It was also that's what it was. That's why I'm tripping. They were very good with the audio effects too.
Yeah, because you hear all the sound. Damn, Johnny.
Bro, I was like, just hit me right now, bro. I was just like, dude, they not so much the visual effects, obviously is there, the cinematography, but they focus on like audio artistic like side of it, bro.
She did good on that. Like I said,
she did good bro.
She did good on that. So yeah, man, like I said, I think throughout the whole movie, I just like the way that movie was shot,
bro. The way just going back to the audio thing, like remember whenever they like smoked the joint or they hit the pen, you can hear the burn, bro. I was just like, what?
Yeah, it was good. Damn. That's so. Like I said, man. I said that movie just they got all that artsy stuff down.
Yeah,
I feel like the
subliminals were there, bro.
Detail. Yeah. So all right. So got the cinematography with that. I would say now. I guess kind of going through the movies. Like I said, everything I said, the pacing was kind of slow. The pacing was kind of slow.
That was my only problem with the movie. It's like the speed of the first like maybe like hour of it was like very well
build
done.
Build up.
But then, like, I think you said it perfect. Like, you know, their essay is due in 2 weeks. They smashed like the first couple of days. They killed it. Like they did the intro, they did the body paragraph, and then they're like, "Oh, I got the conclusion. The conclusion's easy. I just do it I'll do it later." They go out, they turn up, and then it's the day before the essay's due, and they're all like, "Oh man, I gotta put the conclusion and end this essay." And stuff. That's why I found what this movie was.
So what Johnny's referring to is the last final act of this movie was, I thought it was BS. Again, so the first 2 acts was just a good build up. I'll even give you guys
it was a great build up.
I'll even give you guys some detail. The first act was pretty much like I said. It was him being introduced, meeting this girl Frida. They go to the island, and in the island, you know, it's you really get to enjoy it for a little bit because everybody's meeting everybody. You got this girl named Sarah that was on a Survivor TV show, which I'm going to tell you why I was kind of iff about that. You know, everybody else is pretty much probably just some rich people, whatever. Yeah. But when you get to the island, it takes a while. It's like you really get to know everybody. You really get to see who's who. Yeah. And then, you know, when they have their first dinner, I feel like I was in Tulum with them.
Yeah, I figured you were there.
It was nice. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? They get to the island. You know what I'm saying? Sarah goes to her room. She sees this lip gloss, and when she pulls it out, there's obviously some hair in it, which is a big thing. Key fact later on. Yeah. And again, Slater, Channing Tatum just takes him into this world of like, this is just all spur of the moment. Yep. There ain't nobody planned this. Nope. So then when they go do this, that, and then, you know, they get to the island and everybody's wearing white. And when they get to that first dinner, it's a good time. They, you know what I'm saying, take, you know what I'm saying, drugs, all this stuff, having a good time. I wanted to be there, bitch.
Low key, I was like, damn, where can I sign up?
I wanted to be there. Yeah. I wanted to be there. But even the way I'm saying this to you guys, imagine that, but it was 10 times slower. So, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, man. So, you know, they go out and they're partying they party so much, even I forgot what day it was, man.
True, bro. That was a good point. The reference of time, it was like lost. It was hard to like reference what day it was.
Yeah. Yeah. And the key word being forget.
Forget. Hey. Forgetting is a gift.
You know, that is the line. A gift. I think that's why I think the pacing for me did kind of work a little bit, because it's like, damn, I'm forgetting what time it is. Time wasn't even a thing in my head no more.
That's crazy. They made us forget. The audience, damn, the bars, bro. Jeez, they did, bro. Because like when they asked what day it is, I was like, what day is it in the movie? Like,
yeah. Listen, if this was a Friday, this happened in the movie,
it's probably like a Wednesday next week. You don't even know about it.
Listen, it was rinse and repeat. Yeah, it was literally wake up, party, do dinner, take drugs, get loose. All this stuff.
Knock out and you wake up and then repeat. Yeah.
Yeah. So eventually, I guess where some of the movie starts to take a turn, like I said, what Johnny said, because with the whole pacing thing, I think this is when they kind of, what they said, that it sped up a little bit, or was it still slow? With the bite, when the girl got bit. That was like the second act.
No, I think the bite was a good explanation to realize, oh, the bite means something. The venom does something, but we don't know what it does.
Wait, let's get a quick breakdown of something. So, yeah, before we get to the venom, it seemed the routine was for Frida. Frida would get up, she'd get dressed with the all-white dress. Oh, yeah, she would spray this perfume that they gave to her, and
no, he didn't give it to her. It was there already. Yeah, and she was just like, you know,
so that she would spray it. It must have smelled good, but that perfume plays a big role.
And we'll get into that later, yeah.
Prior to that, there was like a housemaid lady, and when she met Frida, she
recognized her. She's like,
she recognized her, but she was calling her like Red Rabbit. Yeah. Frida doesn't know who this lady is.
She's like, what do you call Red Rabbit? What the fuck? What do you mean?
Frida has no idea who this lady is, but lady keep calling her Red Rabbit. So she know that the lady doesn't really speak too good much of English, so she's just pretty much just like, all right, like, you don't really speak too much of good English. I'm gonna just try to have some type of conversation with you. Yeah. So that was it was cute. So now to go a little forward, like I said, all these details, they all come up. That's why I said it's very similar to Get Out, because I knew I might miss something if I don't pay attention. Yeah. So remember this perfume we saying, this in longevity, this is the perfume that's making people forget what's going on that night. And then when it's at the drugs, I don't even know specifically, but it was something was going on where they were forgetting what's going on every night, and this is where
the perfume had a
So the women, which was like 5 women to like 5 guys, there's also one gay guy there. The women were getting mistreated that night. Like Johnny said, some of them they're getting graped. The guy got graped too. And but you don't know this because when they take the drugs and they pass out or whatever, like they're having fun. Every time we see them as a scene, they wake up in the morning, everything be okay.
Yeah, they went back to normal.
It was normal.
Yeah.
Nobody knew what happened. Nobody felt hurt. No nothing. So with the perfume, they was making people like forget. The friend Jess was the first one to let Frida kind of know because
kind of like snapped out of it.
Yeah, because Jess got bit by a snake.
Yep.
And the key words was, Channing Tatum said, that snake is venomous, but you'll be fine.
You'll be fine.
So when she started snap out of what's going on one night, she goes to Jess and said, hey, something's not right here.
Oh, yeah.
We need to go home.
Yeah, I want to go home.
And mind you, they took everybody's phone when they get to the island. So there's no phones. There's nothing. You just there with the people. So when she got bit by the girl, by the snake, she snapped out. She started feeling like something was off.
Yeah.
Because Frida had her thirst on Channing Tatum character.
Oh, she was trying to get that.
She was trying to get, she was trying to do her little thank you thing. Frida didn't really pay no mind to it. And then all of a sudden, which we didn't realize, Jess was missing for a little bit.
Yeah.
We didn't realize either what she was.
Yeah.
It wasn't until, so one of the mornings, the old maid lady, because, the snake that bit Jess, they killed that snake. The old lady took that snake. I guess she drains it for venom.
Drains the venom out of it, yeah.
And Frida ended up walking in on her in this like bathroom area. And the old lady kept calling her Red Robin. I said Robin. Red Rabbit. And she gave her some of the drink. She thought it was some like tequila type of drink.
Yeah.
So then when Frida drank
she gave her the drink, she went, shh.
Yeah, exactly. She was like, be quiet about it. So when she gave it to Frida drank it. She ain't like the taste of it.
Yeah.
It's cool. But then later on, when they started getting like facials a couple hours later on,
she like snapped out of something. She was like,
hey, where's
what
Jess
the fuck?
at?
Yeah.
Because Jess had this lighter that said Jess on it. So when she said, where's Jess? Everybody's like, who are you talking about?
Yeah, like, what the fuck?
She's like, you don't remember that my friend was here with me? They're like,
when they did that scene when they all looked at him, like, wait, what?
Yeah.
that threw me off because I was like, oh shit, maybe she's crazy and she thinks that she was here with Jess.
I thought for a second, I was like, maybe she was crazy too.
Yeah, so I was like, she threw me off. And then what cleaned it up was the survival girl, Jess. No, not Jess, Sarah, she came to him, she brought her the lighter and said Jess, and I was just like, oh shit, so she's not tripping.
I wonder how did she bounce out of it a little bit too though? I wonder.
Well, because like she said like she had the lighter and she's all like, it says Jess, and she's like, wait, why were you tripping? And then she started noticing, she's like, I have a bruise on my shoulder.
Yeah.
And like, she's like, I'm a top bitch. You know, like I'm here I survived the survival games and stuff. Yeah. So like, I know I wouldn't get this just like getting it, you know, like unless something happened to me. So now I'm thinking. So and then she's like, you don't think I'm crazy? She's like, no, I think it's crazy how everyone's making us think we're crazy.
How we got set up here.
Yeah. And then they started talking and they're all like, is that your man? She's like, I don't even know this guy.
That's crazy.
She's like, what do you mean? She's like, none of us know this guy. We all just met him together. Yeah, we all just met him at some spot. Remember her? She met him at a coffee shop or something.
Yeah.
And they just sparked a conversation, and you know, he was the rich dude.
Yeah.
Treating out the rich girl. And just to get off topic a little bit, it kind of pointed out the vulnerability of like how rich men reach out to these vulnerable girls and like, let me fly you out to Abu Dhabi, like how the potential of risk.
Let's get into that real quick.
Yeah,
just really quick. Now to get out the story.
Yeah.
I like what you said. So isn't that crazy that in this world that, and I'm not gonna say women and like that, but just when we as normal people get around rich people, how vulnerable we are, willing to just do anything just to be around them. Yeah. Not knowing what type of life they live and all that stuff.
They could be a psychopath that we don't even know, bro. Money. Yeah.
So yeah, man, that's damn, Johnny. That was a good point you said there. And there's actually more points of that too with the whole like woman thing.
Yep.
I'm gonna ask you a question. I hate this. Didn't I give you Epstein Island vibes? It gave me Epstein Island vibes, man.
When the second you told me that when we left the theater, I was just like, my eyes opened up so big. I'd never opened up my eyes big. I was like, that shit's just like verbatim, bro.
Epstein Island
vibes, bro.
Yeah, no. So to get back to the story, these Frida and Sarah realized that maybe they're tripping, and I think Frida put 2 and 2 together with the whole
snake venom, yeah.
Snake venom, and then she let Sarah try it. I don't think Sarah bounced out of it then, but eventually she would. So they ended up taking the snake venom and they mix it in with tequila to get all the girls to drink it.
Well, I think Sarah drunk it and then she's all like, she kind of did, she snapped up a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit.
And then they're all like, okay, 2 to 2 equals 4. This is snake venom. This makes us remember.
Yeah.
So let's get everybody else to drink it, but it tastes so horrible. So how can we get it to make it like potable? So what they did is, like you said, they mixed it with the tequila.
It looked like it could have been tequila too, because it looked kind of greenish.
It looked greenish, and I was like, low key, that could have been a drink that, like, I real life, or like, you know, they get some snake venom, put a little tequila, some exotic shit. Besides,
boy, you a real Mexican.
Bro, have you checked the little Mexican, the tequila with the worm in it?
I seen it with the like rattlesnakes and all that stuff.
The little scorpion.
Yeah, scary. No, go ahead though.
But no, so like she snapped out of it. And then they realized this makes everyone remember. So let's give it to the other girls, because remember the boys went on a fishing trip.
Yeah.
They had like girl time. They were doing like the manicure. They were doing like their getting facials and everything. And then they basically got them drunk with tequila. Just boom, 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 boom. Even they got the assistant drunk with the tequila too. Remember?
Yeah.
But it took them a while to snap out of it. And the second they snapped out of it, bro, that's when the movie went whoop, on the upside down, bro.
So this is I call the third act. This is why I call it the downfall movie for me a little bit. So, Johnny, you can start off with the third act. How you want to go?
Third act. So,
go ahead.
No, I just want to talk a little bit. So they were doing the tequila shots to the girls. The girls were drinking them and everything. And they were all pretty turned up and everything. Yeah. But it was crazy to see each one of them snap out of it, and they remember everything that happened.
Yeah.
They remember they were getting essayed, they were getting raped and everything, they were getting abused and everything.
Even the guy, but the guy didn't remember it.
Yeah, the guy didn't want to remember. He was, you know, but that's besides the point.
No, that's good detail. One thing to add to that Johnny said. So it was like 4 or 5 women. It was about 6 guys.
Yeah.
One member said when they woke up with bruises, the guy woke up with a black eye.
And he was like, nonchalant.
And I didn't catch what was going on. So Johnny said, hey, you know that guy's getting SA too? I was like, him? Johnny's like, yeah, bro, like, you know, because he was gay? I said, I didn't realize he was a gay character in the movie.
Did he go off? Your gaydar didn't go off?
It didn't go off, but it was just the simple fact that, like, that's why I said the whole Epstein thing. It was just, it just seemed savage just because these guys was just doing what they do. And it's like, you got glimpses of things that happen. Okay, so with the venom, when the venom's working it out, when you start to remember, like Johnny said, it could be anything that just gives you a little flashback, and then they're like nosebleed. Sometimes they'll be eating dinner, and the girl would have a little flashback, and you see her, and you see what's going on, and them being tied up on the ground and whatnot, and I don't know, it just felt like they were being sold and you know, essay and all that stuff. But
I know they were the guinea pigs. They were experimenting on them.
Yeah. So, so overall, Channing Tatum's goal, what we find out later on, is that he wanted to create something, because he said,
forgetting is a gift.
People can't really be forgiven, but you can always forget.
Oh,
so he was trying to sell something.
Okay, wait. Can you say that one more time?
He said, people can't always be forgiven, but you can always forget.
That was the bar of the fucking movie.
That was the whole point of the movie.
Yep.
So, you know, and again, he went through some stuff himself. Channing Tatum went through some trauma.
He went through SA as a kid.
Yeah. So he went through his own stuff. He had this therapist that was actually, I want to say he was like the ringleader of all this stuff.
I think he was SAing Slater.
I didn't think about that either.
No, because they had this creepy thing. He would come up to him. He's like, "Hey, man, are we still up for our weekly visit?"
I didn't even think about that.
And he was like happy, like, "Yeah, man, weekly." And then the Chinese team like, yeah.
You see what I'm saying, though?
You know what I mean?
It actually might be a better movie than what I just gave it a 7 for. But no, it actually might be better.
We're gonna re-rate it after our discussion.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to re-rate that. So, like I said, going into the final act, like Johnny said, everybody comes back.
Yep.
All the girls have been drinking tequila with snake venom all day. Shots.
Yep.
So they start to remember. This is when everything starts turning. With the women start going and attacking the men. One girl stabbed the guy to death.
Can we talk about the fatalities, bro?
Yeah, go for it.
So what was the first one that snapped out of it?
It was the blonde haired girl when she stabbed the dude in the neck with the knife.
With the ice.
Yeah.
Ice. What did he call it? Chisel, the ice chisel. Yeah, she straight like stabbed the F out of him in the pool.
She stabbed the guy in the pool.
Yeah, bro.
And then the second one was Sarah had got the corkscrew.
And he stabbed him on the head.
How was that?
Oh.
And then Christian Slater's character, when they started to remember, he was like, "Oh my god!"
Well, you're forgetting one more. The girl that bust the guy's head with the chessboard.
That's him.
With the stone chessboard.
Yeah, that was him. Christian Slater was the guy running. His real name is Christian Slater. So Slater was Channing Tatum's character name, but the other guy's real name was Christian Slater in real life. That's how I know him to be. The guy that got his face smashed.
That's it. He was Christian Slater?
His name in real life was Christian Slater. So I think they got the name Slater and gave it to Channing Tatum character. Yeah, that's Christian Slater.
What?
That's how he had the whole time.
Damn.
His character got smashed in the face with the damn chessboard.
That man barely survived. Like, he was barely unconscious, bro.
Barely survived. Channing Tatum. Man. Channing Tatum, pretty much, long story short, the girls start to wake up. They start, taking revenge on guys. I thought this was some bull crap right here. This is when I felt the movie went from being a thriller to, respectfully, like a woman empowerment thing.
Here we go.
No, I'm being real with you.
No, I agree with you.
Because I was like, okay, there was one guy that was like a security. He was supposed to be this Marine.
Oh, he was like this ultimate like killer, bro. Like secret agent kind of type dude,
and he got taken out
easily. He got taken out in like seconds, bro. Like,
nah,
I wouldn't have gone down like that though.
Bro. Thank you for saying that. You know what, bro? I noticed when they do the women empowerment thing in movies and they're fighting against like males. You ever notice it's never really a fight. It's like a quick thing.
Like quick little tussle, and then like the women overpowers them somehow.
Okay, so let's do this. Like the movie Get Out, right? Because this movie to me was Get Out. This was the child of Get Out, the movie. You remember Get Out when the white girl's
the female version of Get Out, yeah.
Literally. Remember when the white girl had the brother that's talking about he does like UFC fighting?
Yeah.
And then they were fighting for the guy to get out of the door?
Yep.
When the guy kept on kicking the other like the guy kept kicking the like door shut. That was a tussle.
Yeah.
That was a fight to get out of the house.
That was like fighting for survival.
With the girls, I was like, you couldn't everybody this easy, bro.
I wish you did that double spin like roundhouse kick. I was like,
this girl
okay, bro, come on. You didn't have to just kick him on the pole and get the fuck out of here, bro. Like when you're running for your life, bro, you're not trying to look stylish. You're like, you're gonna do like whatever. You're gonna scratch, bite. You're gonna push them like as far as you can, and you're gonna run like hysterically, like saliva and snot coming out your nose. You're about to die, bro.
And that's what got me kind of like bothered. I'm just like, okay, like this is where the movie didn't become. That's where it lost points. It wasn't believable to me no more.
Yeah.
Everything came too easy. So, like I said, Sarah, and that's the part I didn't like. This is one of the cons of the movie I didn't like. They would throw deep. They focused so much on making sure everything made sense and the details made sense.
Yeah.
That they cost them in the
long run.
In the long run.
Yep.
It was a good setup. It took a long time. It was beautiful. But the execution for the final act was horrible.
That movie was like maybe like an hour and a half. I say give him that extra hour to make it a 2-hour movie, or to make it whatever an extra to make it a 2-hour movie. I think it would have. They needed more time, bro. They needed him a little more time at the end. They
did more time. Yeah. So just to wrap up the whole story, then we start getting into more concepts like that. The movie pretty much the final act was the girls start waking up.
Yep.
They start taking revenge. Frida comes to the realization that she's been here before.
Oh, you gotta explain that though, bro.
So Frida was so infatuated with Channing Tatum's character Slater. She don't know why. She just couldn't explain it. And Channing Tatum took a liking to her.
Yeah.
Even though she's there, he would always ask her, "Are you having a good time?" She's like, "Yeah, I'm having a good time." She's infatuated with this guy. I don't know why. She's just in love with this guy.
And you just made a good point. He would constantly ask her, "Are you having a good time?"
Yeah, have a good time.
Like to check if you're like, "Oh, are you good? Are you forgetting?" Okay, cool, you're forgetting.
And she would have these little flashbacks of little things, but she couldn't really explain it to why. So when the women started taking revenge and everybody broke off, she went to some room where she saw some pictures, and she saw a picture of herself. But this time, Frida had short hair. This time she had long hair. So when Sarah came in the room, she told Sarah, "Hey, I've been here before." And we're like, "What?"
That's where that lipstick came.
That was that plot twist. Like, what the hell?
That's crazy.
So now we're having the flashbacks to the lipstick in the beginning with the hair. That was your hair.
Yeah.
So now we're trying to figure out, how have you been here before?
That was a plot hole.
Go ahead, explain it.
Well, because they should have spent a little more time in explaining how did she originally, and how did you leave the island to go back a second time?
That makes sense because you know what I mean. Because you would have had to at least remember you've seen him before, Channing Tatum in real life. Because how'd you get there the first time?
Right, and then the perfume makes you forget, so you're not using the perfume those whole time while you're being the caterer to meet Channing Tatum again.
That's true. So do you think you needed to continue? Do you think you need to continuously take it, or do you think over time it fully wears off where you would remember something?
Well, the way the movie explained it lasts forever until you take the venom. That's the way it explained it, because it took like a bunch of time between where she was working, like grinding, doing a 9 to 5. She met him at the catering business. Okay, and then you're going to the island. You've been there before, but like there's a whole gap of like how'd you end up there before and everything. Like they should have utilized when she snapped out of it completely and she had that flashback. Yeah, they should have showed how he got her the first time. Got it the first time. Just a little quick scene. Like a little 5 to 10 minute scene.
No, I agree. Okay, all right, yeah, but there's a black hole in there, but I'm with you. And then Johnny said, yeah, there was definitely that is one of the cons. They didn't take enough time to really explain when it got deep. Like you ain't really explaining. Nothing was really going on like that. So it was still a good movie overall. Yeah. But then, like I said, when she found out that she'd been there before, now they go to the main house where everybody's at. Everybody's pretty much dead at this point. You know, you got Channing Tatum still there. The gay guy I remember his name, so I'm not trying to be rude. The gay guy, he was there, and then Christian Slater's character was just on his couch, laid out. He was messed up. He was just
like bleeding out of his mouth, like barely conscious.
This is one of the parts I hated. This is the whole female empowerment thing I was saying. Remember when they had that big speech like, let's go talk to the guys, and then they go talk to the guys, and they have this like, they just have this little like slow motion scene, and they walking. It's like they had some corny, cheesy parts. Yeah, like, that was corny. All right, bro, it's kind of corny, bro. Even some of the lines they use and things that happen.
Like when she stabbed the other assistant, she like, I tried to help you. I tried to help you. I was like, that was cheesy, man. Come on, like that's the traumatic experience to kill someone, bro. Like with the knife, especially.
I feel like they were trying to mix comedy a little bit with like the thriller. It's like they don't work like that.
Just keep it a thriller.
Yeah, keep it a thriller, bro. Yeah, so they go back to this house. Frida gets into the house with Channing Tatum. They have a quick little tussle. Channing Tatum ties her up. Now, this is where you kind of get a little deeper into Channing Tatum because he gets to one point, he's apologizing. I'm sorry.
No, that's a deeper meaning by that. He was just saying basically like, he's like, forgiveness is fake. Like forgiveness is not a real thing. He's like, watch, let me show you. But basically, he touched on like the elite people, the people in high positions that like, when they make a mistake as a CEO and they go up in front of everybody and they're reading their teleprompter, hey, I just want to apologize, I made a mistake, whatever. Like they don't mean it, bro. It's just all PR, bro. It's just to keep the business afloat or to keep you in your position to make so that the stocks of the company don't go down. So he was explaining to her, he's like, I'm all about forgetting this instead of forgiveness because forgiveness is not a real thing. Let me show you. And that's when he's like, oh, I'm sorry. And screaming at her face. He said, like, I'm sorry maybe like 20, 30 times.
20, 30 times.
No, but like, so it was crazy because maybe after the 10th time, I was just like, all right, stop. But after that, I was just like, oh, shit. He's pulling a feeling and emotion that out of all of us. And he's getting the sympathy points with what he's feeling and like saying, I'm sorry. And by after like the last said I'm sorry, you realize that like he made you realize that to a certain degree forgiveness is fake. Like
it is. You know I mean it definitely had a message with that one. Yeah, that was actually a good scene. But that's why I was kind of like, damn. I'm like, Channing Tatum never gave me like I was never afraid of him.
I was afraid of him after that, bro.
You was.
I wouldn't say I wasn't afraid, but it was cool to see him in that light because he always had the good character. He was always the good guy.
Like Gambit.
You remember my perfect example for this. Remember way back in the day, there was a movie called 23 or 21, and it was
21 Jump Street.
No, it was Jim Carrey.
That's that dark scary movie.
Yeah, it was.
That was like his first dark scary movie.
That was his first dark scary movie, and like, it was good and bad. It was good to see him play something different and a dark character that's not the silly, quirky self. But it was bad because it was hard to pull that type of person that we know to play a different character. Another example, when Denzel Washington in Training Day played the bad guy.
He killed that.
He murdered that, bro.
But you know why?
And I think Channing Tatum did a good job being... Because for the whole movie, he was the good guy until we realized he wasn't. And when he seen him as a bad guy, he played the bad guy to a degree. In my opinion, he played it good. It was good to see him to play something different.
But that's the thing about being typecasted. Like that's why, like Daniel Radcliffe, and we're just going off into like a little side thing. That's why I feel like when you're an actor, bro, you can't get stuck into the same role or you can't be in everything
because it boxes you in.
It boxes you in. Like, that's why, like Tobey Maguire, no matter what, I always see him as Spider-Man.
No, when he did Brothers.
Oh no, he did good. Okay, Daniel Radcliffe. He does Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Tom Holland right now he's
the Spider-Man.
He's the Spider-Man. Okay, Andrew Garfield. He has Spider-Man, but he's done a lot other movies.
I wouldn't say he even sunk into that character though.
Who?
Andrew Garfield.
No.
He played like 2-3 movie Spider-Mans, and they changed it. And then they kept changing the Spider-Man. So when Tobey Maguire, Andrew Garfield, and then Tom Holland. So we were used to that.
Well, when I see Channing Tatum, he's typecasted to me as the
mysterious good guy though.
The beyond good guy. He's typecasted to me as the step-up dancer, hot white guy, body.
Yeah,
then he goes to Magic Mike, stripper, dancer. To me, he's a dancer. Or even when he did a movie like Coach Carter, that still works.
Oh, he did good in Coach Carter.
That still worked because he was like the young hood kid type of thing.
He was still the white kid, but he was the hood white kid. Yeah.
But now this one was like, you know what? This movie was like if that white hood kid from Coach Carter
got rich. Yeah.
Bars. So, just get back, just wrap up the end of this thing. I can rush through the end because it wasn't much. So like I said, so Channing Tatum had this big speech. Sarah came back to the house. She had a gun trying to shoot. She was trying to free Frida.
That pissed me off though too, bro.
I know
she was shooting the door and you wasted all your bullets, and he's all like, and he was counting them. Yeah. He was counting the bullets. Like, you know what? Hold on, and he chased her down.
That part I did not like. So the scene is you have Frida tied up on the ground. Channing Tatum, any villain, this is the opportunity where he can do anything to her. He can kill her, whatever.
But he's doing a monologue.
He's doing a whole monologue. We got it. Frida is tied up, but she rips out of her knot with some type of broken glass. The minute she broke out of it, Channing Tatum's like, hold on, because Sarah done wasted all of her bullets. He goes chase this girl, Sarah. This is like
wait. The reason why she wasted her bullet, she was trying to get into the room, which had metal locks, and she was shooting the metal locks, and she wasted all the bullets. While she was psychopathic shit, while Channing Tatum's character was doing his monologue, he was counting the bullets, and he's like, right when she did the click for the last bullet where it does the click and it doesn't shoot anything, he cut his monologue. He's like, I'll be right back.
Yeah. He was He was like, I want to hear what you want to say.
He's like, hold on, hold that thought. I'll be right back.
And that was crazy.
I was just like, damn, that's some psychopathic shit, bro.
Because he even told Frida, he's like, I'm gonna kill you. He's like, you're my best friend.
Yeah, I was like, he's like, why would I kill you? Why would I kill you? I'm just like, why wouldn't you kill her, bro? Like, she knows everything.
Yeah. So then he runs out. He grabs Sarah. He brings her back in the house. Before he kills her, he takes a hit of his vape. That's how I was like, this is hilarious. Vaping was like a big thing. Vaping was a big thing.
He was a big vapor, and like shout out to my vapors because I used to vape. No. It's an addicting thing, bro. Because like, because I remember when I used to vape with and this was me trying to stop smoking like the tree. I was smoking. I was hitting the vape.
Yeah.
And like I had my vape. Any second that I could, I was like. If I'm going out, if I'm here chilling, playing video games in my house, if I'm watching a movie with my girl here at the house, like I was vaping, bro. Like I was addicted. I didn't even a lot fronchy, bro. Like I was buying the Elf bars when they were hot, and I was buying all the flavors, and I had a vape in my hand. I was the vape guy. People were like, "Hey, you got your vape? There you go. Yeah, I got my vape. Here you go." I was vaping it, so they played that isolation good because they isolated in there that he's a vapor. He doesn't really smoke the weed. He doesn't really like taking the drugs. He has his own vape, and then they show the scene where he pulls out his drawer and he had all his vapes lined up.
Yeah,
he was a big vapor. I forgot about it. So he left the vape with her, and I think she like kind of like, oh, this is his prized possession because he always had it with him. He's always hitting it. And she returned it. It's like, oh, I think you need this. He's like, oh shit, yeah, I was looking for that. So the fact going forward, when she put the perfume in the vape and she was about to slice Sarah's neck, and then he was hitting it and he had the knife right there, and I was tripping. I was like, is he gonna do it slow? Is he gonna do it fast? Is he gonna have another monologue? And he like dropped the knife and he just like snapped out of everything. I was just like, what the fuck is going on, bro? Like what the hell?
Just as Johnny said. So Johnny's right. Johnny, you said it really good. He went out, he got Sarah, he brought her back in the house, and he tied her up, and Frida was, I guess she was free, but whatever.
Yeah.
So he tied up
She had a knife. She freed herself and got the knife.
Freed herself, free. Anyways. No.
Subliminal.
Yeah, literally. So then he had Sarah on the ground, and then Frida, that's when he told Frida, like, I'm not going to kill you. but he would have killed Sarah.
Yeah.
So he pulled up. Sarah's laying down on her stomach, and he pulled up her hair, and he was about to cut her, and it just froze for like a good 5-10 seconds, and you're like, what's going on?
Yeah.
And then he starts coughing, and eventually you realize that I guess she put the perfume that makes you forget whatever it is.
The perfume makes you forget.
She put it into the vape. So every time he would hit it, he started to. Was he forgetting?
That's what kind of threw me off.
Yeah,
it was just
was he remembering?
He was
because he remembered. He remembered.
No, he was forgetting. He was forgetting because he was looking around. He's like, "What the fuck is going on? What happened to your face? Why are you bleeding? Oh shit, she's dead. Kira's dead. Oh," he started freaking out.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. So I guess so he started to forget. He pretty much knocks himself out because he's pretty much feeling the effects of everything.
Yeah, he's like overwhelmed with everything that's happened. Yeah, and he slips and falls.
He slips and falls. Everybody else pretty much gets out the house. Frida drags him out the house. Sarah's like, so they're sitting there on this beach and they're seeing like this whole house thing burn down. The Mexican maid lady, she's laughing and all excited because that the house is like being burnt down. Maybe she's been traumatized over there for a little bit.
Yeah.
And then the last scene, which kind of threw me off, was the dialogue sucked.
Sarah asked her, like, "Are you sure?
Are you sure you want to do this?" And they're laughing. Sometimes when like you go through some type of trauma and it's like, we gonna laugh it off. It didn't. The acting lacked in this part.
Yeah.
It's like I said. So, anyways, just wrap up the whole movie. Sarah says, "Are you sure you know what you're doing?" That's when the camera pulls out, and then we see Channing Tatum on top of Frida. We go down the line. I don't know how long this was. I'm gonna say this. That probably could have been like a week or 2-3 weeks later on. We go back to the same scene in the beginning where they're at this investment meeting or whatever it is, some type of ball.
Yeah.
And Channing Tatum goes to the guy Rich, which is the guy that was his therapist. Which I said he was the ringleader. Yeah. And Rich walks up to Channing Tatum like, "Hey, are we still on for next week for some meeting?" But Channing Tatum seemed off.
Yeah, he's like,
"What's wrong with you?"
Yeah. Like he was like
he seemed
not
off.
Normal soft. Yeah.
He seemed off a little bit. So then that's when he introduces, I guess his wife, which is now Frida's now his wife, whatever.
With his last name.
Yes, exactly, with his last name. And I think Rich thinking that she forgot, she's like, "Oh no," she's like, "We've met before." So she's kind of letting Rich know that, like,
and she, you know what she did?
I know who you are.
She did the blink twice.
Yeah, I didn't catch that.
Yeah, because the first time she met, she's like, "Oh, Channing Tatum, is this your therapist?" And then he's like, "Is Channing Tatum or is Slater holding you hostage?" Blink twice, and he's all like, "Oh," and it was a joke.
Oh.
And then to let her, because remember then later on when he came to the island and he was like meeting with Channing and they were discussing like, "Hey, is it working? Is the perfume working?" She was remembering. She's like, "Oh, we met before." He's all like, We did meet before, but he was realizing like, oh, the effects are not working on her. She's remembering. So then later on, when she's all like, "Oh yeah," she's like, "I remember you," and she blinked twice, and then he was like,
"That's the title of the movie."
Oh shit! Yeah, like twice. She knows everything, and she's like, "All right, I'm out here." But he's like, "Oh, okay, well, you have a good day," and it was like it ended right there.
No, I guess she ended up kind of setting it up to where the security guards they came and got the guy, and essentially I give her credit because that's the first time we actually got an ending that made sense. Like,
yeah.
So that guy got arrested, and then all of a sudden it just pretty much ended where they was announcing her name. She did something, and Channing Tatum was her husband, and he was like a whole different person. He was whatever. So overall, that's the movie. There's a lot more detail we ain't want to go into. But overall, like I said, going back real quick, cinematography was fire.
Cinematography was fire.
The pacing was slow.
Could have used some work.
It was a good build-up.
Yeah, good build-up.
I think the final act, it wasn't trash. It could have been done better.
Final act was rushed.
Any highlights from it, would you say, Johnny? Like, what's some of the highlights you say? Like, some of my highlights was just, like you said, like, they did really good to connect everything.
They did.
But as like you said, but then the con was, you made sure that this movie was very psychological, but now with the simplicity stuff, you lacked. How come when it's simple, you make it complicated?
Like you put so much time into the complication of the movie, you didn't worry about the simple stuff.
Yeah,
The little things,
That's
bro.
a bar, Johnny.
Bye.
That's a bar.
Like you worry so much on the concrete details, you didn't worry about the little things. So yeah, no, I agree. I was like, everything was good. The only thing was the ending was sped up. The ending acting was cheesy. The ending, like, I don't know, like what do you call it? The hero moment.
Yeah.
The hero moment. It was a trash hero moment, bro. Like, you know,
moment. Yeah.
Like what? If I was a director, if I was Zoe, what I would have done was Sarah. I would have killed her off.
Yes. Okay.
And nothing against her, whatever. She was a good character, just to create a sense of desperation.
Oh, Johnny.
You know what I mean? So you're creating a sense of desperation when you kill out that character, because now it's just you.
She's the only one that had the experience.
So now the level field, the play, or what is it called?
The playing field.
The playing level field is off now, because now it was 2 against 1. You had someone that was a very like a high survival person that had the skills and the techniques to survive. You killed that off. Now if you would have killed her off, you would have created a sense of desperation with the audience, because now you would get you thinking like
this is the only one that can save you.
That's the only one that can yeah. So now it's you against the main villain. So it's like the Super Mario versus the Bowser moment, the main character versus the boss moment. You would have created that, but since you didn't do that, you kept the women empowerment, you kept the wokeness, and the wokeness always kills the movie.
Yeah, and just to add what Johnny said, that I guess that's one of the things I didn't like, because we Get Out, bro, like everything makes sense.
Yeah, it did.
It felt like a copy and paste of Get Out. Let me not take that from her. Now, Zoe did a good job with the whole perfume thing.
Oh, that was a great
concept. But the style of it, which everybody does that. You can always be inspired. But it felt like I was watching Get Out Part 2. It was like, okay, this is cool. Like, it's fine, whatever. But like I said, they gave us detail that really didn't matter. Like, us knowing Sarah was on the show Survivor, I get why they did it.
Yeah.
To make it, okay, this girl, she's some type of girl, she's up in the wild, we get it. But it was like, I wish they would have showed more of her doing stuff to be like, oh, she one of them ones. Like, the most they showed of her being this Survivor person.
She was climbing
up in the tree.
That was lame.
And remember, like, that was nothing. Or, you know what? They could have had her go fishing with the guys and come back like, hey, man, look, I caught like 6 fish today.
6 fishes.
Like, okay, damn, like, you really about this.
They should have gave her like a little flashback.
Yeah, something.
Like, oh, I was surviving, or what she did to survive to win the games, because she won the survival games.
Yeah, that was another thing. I wish they would have did a better job in explaining all the characters, because you really only got to know Channing Tatum to be this super rich guy that has money, that he has an island.
You know what, bro?
You know what? It's so funny, too. They could even gave us, if they want to do like a part 2 to this, they should go back and explain how he got into this.
A prequel movie?
A prequel.
Hey.
Explain how he got into this.
I'm glad you said that. That was the thing that we're lacking, character development.
Exactly. Like,
the character development for each character, like we were still wondering, like, how did they come to this? How did
all of them come to this?
How did all this come to this? How was Frida there the first time? You know what I mean? It's character development is hard, bro. It's a whole.
We are telling y'all right now, Zoe Kravitz. I know you may not see this.
I think
you can do a prequel movie with the same cast
fix it
and fix this and let us know what happened the first time.
Yep.
I'm telling you. Or if she does like a part 2, I don't know. You can do a prequel to this. This movie got potential.
They can't do a part 2 no more, because
do like all gas.
Frida disrupted that whole operation now, so it's done.
Yeah.
But I definitely think they would fill a lot of holes doing the prequel.
Yeah. Nah, bro, I'm with you 100%. So yeah, I mean, and I guess the last thing I would say was that, like, I never was. You know what though? This is probably the artistic part about it. I was saying last night how, like, I wasn't really in fear of the guys. I feel like they weren't these guys. They didn't seem that way.
Yeah.
But then, metaphorically speaking, that probably is how it always seems when people do abuse you.
So that's
they never seem like what they look like.
Yeah,
that's
like
deep.
Ted Bundy. Ted Bundy was a perfect. He was a good-looking dude, very charismatic. Very charming, and that all alone can kind of, and both women and men, like, just the charm and everything can what do you call it?
Manipulate.
It can disguise a lot of BS
yeah.
and hidden like real underground, like very subliminal stuff that is very not good in the light of it. So just the fact that they play these characters for the men to make them seem like they're very innocent, they're very like quirky and everything, but like when they show the sign when they're graping, I was like, this is who they really are, bro.
Yeah,
like, damn.
that was that. So I guess overall, I would say, my fault. I guess overall, I would say, if I had to give it a final verdict, I give it a 7.5, because Johnny did point out some stuff where it was very artistic.
Very artistic, visually and audio.
Very artistic. I have a friend named Kate. She was pretty much trying to compare it to Get Out, and I was like, Get Out is the only movie I know to get 100% on Rotten Tomato, and Logan had 100%, I think, too.
Logan was hard.
Both of them. But overall, this movie has potential. But for this being Zoe Kravitz's first movie,
We'll give it applause for that.
I give it to you.
Good first movie. A lot of room for improvement, but for your first, great one. Great movie.
So my final verdict is gonna be 7.5. So I had 7. Now I'm at 7.5. How about you?
I'm gonna keep it at 7.5. For me to make it an 8, I feel like give her an extra 30 minutes to fix that ending. Take away the wokeness, because like I'm a feminist. Like I support women empowerment.
It just seemed like this ain't realistic. It's not realistic.
If it doesn't fit in the movie, don't force it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean. So I felt like it was forced in there to be like, let's be with the times, 2024. You know, the woke movement and everything. Which, in my opinion, I feel like we're at the end of the woke movement.
Yeah, after Disney,
after Disney and that whole thing that they cut it. So I think this was like the last saving grace of the woke movement. And I could be wrong, this is just my opinion. But my thing is like,
I think it'd always be there. But
it would always be there.
But not as forced onto us the way it is.
There's a way to go about it.
Yeah,
there's a way to go about it. Yeah. You could have still had women empowerment if you killed off Sarah, and Frida was gonna make it. We all knew that. You know, that was the thing. But you killed off Sarah. Frida makes it. It's still women empowerment because she runs the shit now.
To avoid the woke thing, I think if the gay dude would have been with him in the end, so it's like
I don't get how you don't think
because you say he was getting raped, right?
Are you saying going against the woke thing?
I would have believed it more.
You don't think that would be a kind of going in, like staring into the wokeness?
No, because what I'm saying that he was male. He was a man that realized he never realized what happened to him. He got scared. He got punked.
He did get punked.
Metaphorically speaking, he got punked.
Right.
If he would have remembered and been with them at the end, all I'm saying was the woke thing is to me. I'm like, you said it too. It's not believable. It's not believable. Yeah. I'm not gonna see these two girls took out all these masculine. The guy was in the whole military. You took him out that easy?
That was easy, bro.
What I'm trying to say. But if you had some type of male there, not even about him even being strong. I'm not saying if the women would have been more on an assassin type of tip, like let's separate these guys.
That's a good point. They should have came up with a plan, bro.
Let's make a plan. We're gonna all be woke. Let's all pull it together. We all know what happened to us. We get it.
Yeah.
But we can't take these guys. Let's get them tonight when everybody goes to bed. Before we eat whatever we're gonna do, all we're gonna do, hook up, take a knife. You kill them all individually. Would have been easier. But you make it seem like, okay, you guys did this to us. It's a payback. That wasn't realistic.
Well, just with Devil's Avocado, like each girl woke up differently, and when they realized it, they killed the guy that they were like their counterpart of.
That was realistic. I think the emotion was real. Like, oh, you just did this to me.
Like they're just like, oh, yeah, I'm gonna kill you now.
Yeah. So overall,
that was realistic.
Yeah, I'll leave it at that. But overall, 7.5. I'm done. Johnny.
Yeah, I'm gonna keep it at 7.5. For it to be an 8, it was if they fix that ending. I would say give it a little 30 more minutes on that to explain it, take away the empowerment, and I think they would have. I think it could have been pulled off at the end to make it a great movie. And if they would have gave him that 30 minutes to actually like fix like the ending of it, I would have given it maybe a 9.
Yeah, there you go. So y'all let us know what y'all think about the movie. Blink Twice. Don't Blink Twice. It's called Blink Twice.
Blink Twice. Channing Tatum. I gotta know what her name, the actress name for Frida, but
yeah.
Please put in the comments what you think in there. If there's any other movies that are coming out you want us to see, let us know in the comments.
See No Evil's next.
See No Evil's next. We're gonna give it a review on that one. That was like actually a nostalgic movie too. I guess it was a remake from an old movie back in the day.
Oh, I'm ready to see it.
James McVoy is gonna be on there, which is a great actor. He's got some, he's got a good resume, and just looking at the trailers, it's gonna be good. So yeah, make sure you like, subscribe, turn notifications, and let them know how we're doing.
There you go. Peace.